quickly go through the ingredients, we have about half a medium onion sliced. We've got some sliced garlic there as well, just a couple of cloves. Some shredded carrots, we've got roughly 30 grams in here. And then 75 grams of sugar snap peas. Half a pepper, half a red pepper in this case. Got some noodles here, now I'll talk about those in a little while. And then just a little bit of spring onion, again cut into 1-inch lengths. Now of course you can substitute any of these for your favourite ingredients, things that would work well in a curry. You know, if you want to, you could have different types of peppers, you can use fine beans. You know, just play around with what you prefer, the type of ingredients you like. Now, just to talk about these noodles now, come back to these. They actually come as a dry noodle, so that's a typical nest that you'll find in one of our bags. So in here, we've got 3 nests usually, so between 3 and 4 nests. And anyway, you can see they're dry, they're a bit like pasta, a little bit finer than pasta. But the benefit of that is that because they're dry, they store in a cupboard, they'll keep for quite a long time, keep it out of the sunlight and out of any moisture. And then when you come to use it, very, very simply, soak in boiling water, leave for about 3 minutes, quick rinse under the cold tap and drain. So at that point, once they've drained for about an hour or even better overnight, you'll see they're quite soft. It's quite difficult to, but they are soft and pliable without being damp. So there's no excess moisture in there. I can't see any water droplets or anything like that. And these have actually been drained overnight. So this is the kind of texture and consistency you'll get with these. Most of us know chow mein noodles as egg noodles, but actually the noodles we have here, they're made entirely of wheat. The colouring that you see is natural, so it's a natural carotene and that's right, paprika. That gives it that distinctive yellowy colour. So let's get started. Pan on, heat on. A little bit of oil. Any vegetable oil will do. Just avoid sesame oil. Now the trick with garlic is to not cook it for too long. Once you start to burn garlic, then that's it. That's the dominant flavour. So you don't want any burnt garlic. Keep it moving. In go the carrots. So in go the peas. Peppers go in. So these have been sliced reasonably thinly. That reduces your cooking time. And also visually, it's nice to see the colours mingling. Now you'll notice that everything's been cut into strips. Now that's in keeping with the fact that we're actually using noodles. So the noodles themselves, long and thin, so keep all your ingredients on thin. Whoops. There you go, that's why I don't have the chopsticks. Go back in there. Now there might be another minute or two. I do like to have them crisp, but also have a nice little bit of give when I bite. Just going to quickly show you in the pan. So just getting out close up there. So you can see there, all my ingredients all mixed together. Nice colours blending with one another. Garlic still a little bit yellow, so no burning going on in there with the garlic. And that's simply because I've just kept everything going all at the same time. And now the noodles, pre-soaked. So obviously they've gone cold, but it doesn't take too long in the pan for them to reheat. This is why sometimes I like using chopsticks when I'm cooking, so it's easier to get hold of everything. So once they go in the pan, keep it moving, stir it round. And just slide the chopsticks underneath, turn them over, and then stir those vegetables in as you do. Now the final ingredient to go in, spring onions. They don't need too long in the pan to sort of, you know, wilt and soften them. You can see all my vegetables there, thin strips, 1 to 2 centimetre length, just for presentation and to keep a consistent cook time. I'm just going to take that down, the heat down, while I explain about the sauce. Our Chinese curry sauce, now this is a ready-made sauce, so it differs from our Thai paste in that it's ready to go straight from the jar. We do a mild and a hot version. Today I'm using the mild one, and for this dish, for two servings, I get about half a jar. So most of our sauces, they're about 4 servings a jar, so half a jar, 2 people. Okay, so that goes in there like that. So that's about half a jar. You can see straight away when you pour it out, you'll get like a grainy, coarse texture. Now that's just because the way we prep the spices, it's all done by hand. And essentially you're just stirring it through. So stir it through, get all that flavour in there. If you want the extra kick, then by all means go for the hot one, or just add chilies into your dish. You know, some nice freshly chopped chilies. So you see there, that's the kind of result that you're looking for. The colours, the textures. The sauce, it's not a runny sauce, but there's enough in there to coat all the noodles. So if I just put that on there like that. Okay, there you go. That's ready to go there. It's not so noisy. And so we have there our yaus Singapore chow mein noodles, using our thin noodles, the yaus mild Chinese curry sauce, and just a selection of vegetables. As I say, you can substitute your own, put your favourites in there.